We're back for more Skyrim. This episode,
Take good care of it for me.
don't worry, I will. This is like the only good thing that really comes out of this thing. I don't know. That's kind of really mean. But, God, I love this bow though. It's an awesome looking bow, and it's like a long dwarven bow, which I am a fan of, and it's a compound bow. Compound bows are really cool, and I didn't favorite it because I'm a plugum. You guys know that plugum? You know what a plugum is? I don't know, just fucking made it up on the spot. That's why they call me Gay Roman. Anyway, yeah. So we're continuing forward. I definitely do like this combo of I like this combination of armor. It really just like kind of like sets the look. I like it a lot. It looks really cool. You get the helmet, and it makes you just look like this average adventurer that got like armor and you got a helmet. It looks cool. What in the Jesus Christ?
This one's mine.
You. Takes care of that.
Well, I was gonna use my bow, but okay. No.
Excuse me, I think I dropped my jewel somewhere.
Oh yeah, here's that puzzle. So who knows when Test 6 is gonna get released? Really interesting things. Don't you love how it's constantly under this earthquake? Hey, dude, how you did? How you did? Uh-huh. Yeah. This is why I'm not an English major. Okay. Look at all these corpses. Reminds me of myself, actually.
Hold up. We need to talk.
Okay, Jerome.
I mentioned that there was one more danger. Here it is. You know what this is? It's a lock. A tonal lock. Simple and very, very deadly. See the resonators up there? Strike them in the right order, and the door should open. Get it wrong and, well, you've seen what happened when I tried it. Yeah, I thought I was prepared for anything. How can you prepare for a damned earthquake? And that was just one trap. Look around. Who knows what else this thing is capable of? Well, you can pick up where I left off. My notes should still be in my journal, if you can read it.
Wow.
Beyond that, well, maybe one of our predecessors still has a clue.
Hi. Okay, and the other one was bottom left was 1. So it's probably following a pattern, if I was to guess. It probably goes boom, bada bing, bada boom, bada ba, bada bum. Also, why didn't she, like, do that? Wouldn't she be like, oh. Jerome. Let's go find out what's over here, though. Oh, is this just a quick exit? Javier, you almost fell off, dude. That's why you don't run. I just love the look of this bow. It's definitely one of the better looking things in Skyrim. Aside from myself, of course. Okay. So, let's do this. I don't want to waste dwarven arrows. Do I have steel? Yeah, I do. To the bottom. Am I just a bad shot? There we go. Bing.
I was thinking, why don't you dress up in dwarven? Could the machines tell the difference? Maybe they'd let us walk right past them.
No, that's a little too advanced. That's like Fallout New Vegas advanced. Can't expect Bethesda to be that advanced. Okay. Yep. That was exactly what it was. That's why they say use your braino, not your Drano. As they say, nobody says that. I wish I did. Okay, I'm willing to bet this little asshole is probably going to come out. No? Well. Wow, you're really fucking out for it, huh? Wait up.
So this is it.
Orcish helmet, gold, big more axe.
So, it is real.
I don't know why it didn't zoom in on your face. What?
Let me see it. Look, on the edge here. This has been cut, precisely cut. If you had another piece about the same size, it would snap right in. I saw a drawing of this once. This shard, it's part of a key. A key made of pure aetherium. The key to the forge. We have to find the other pieces, of course. There should be, 3 more. 1 for each of the 4 cities that worked on the forge. I had a map in my journal. That's where we should start.
I guess I already have one. I already have another one.
Really? Well, now that makes things easier.
I don't remember getting them up, but okay.
We still have to find the forge itself. I had a lead on that too. There's so much to do. I'm going to head out and start tracking things down. We'll meet again. I'm sure of it. For the first time in a long while, I think we may actually be able to do this. And I owe it all to you. Thank you.
Bye.
Your orders.
Okay, so that was just like
leader.
weird. Okay. Alright. Aetherian Dynamo Core. Really don't care about those. More ingots. Magna J Pantheon. Hey, I don't know what this is from. Actually, I'm pretty sure this might be from Magic of the Magna J. In all honesty, I'm not a fan of that mod. It's kind of a very, very strange mod, if you want my honest opinion. Yeah. It has to do with Michael Kirkbride's, who's one of the OG writers of the Elder Scrolls, for those of you who don't know. It has to do, really, with him and his very metaphysical view on the world, I guess you could really say. I think that's a really good way to try to pin it down. It has to do with metaphysics and actually kind of Eastern philosophy, I guess you could say, like particularly Indian religion, which is Hinduism, and philosophy, which is kind of like the concept that, you know, I think you can really, from what I understand, I've never really read Eastern philosophy, I've only really read Western philosophy, and from that I've only really read Stoicism, some of Plato and Aristotle, but generally speaking, Western philosophy, from what I understand, and from what many have said, Western philosophy says, I think, therefore I am, and Eastern philosophy kind of just says the opposite, as I understand it. And also what comes down to it is that, especially in Hinduism, they believe in this thing called the Kalpa, which is referenced a lot in Elder Scrolls, which is this belief in a cyclical view of time. Generally speaking, us in the West view time is very linear, you know, as there's a past, a present, and a future. While Eastern philosophy, and again, Hinduism, thinks that there is a cyclical view of time that, you know, although there is a present, it will come back. And why does that kill you? That's why I quick saved. And that's really talked about in the Elder Scrolls a lot. And if you really delve into Elder Scrolls lore, it gets very confusing and the waters get muddy a lot. And it really comes down to, alright, is this actually coming too? This is so fucking stupid. I'm about to fucking TGM. I don't want to walk through the entire dungeon again. Where can I jump? This might actually be good right here. No, actually, I think this is a safe spot. No? What? This game is so arbitrary sometimes. Anyway, though, if you read into the Elder Scrolls lore, like, deep, you will find that at the surface level, it all makes sense. It does. again, time is viewed in the basic sense as being very linear. I think that one of the hardest things that a person could probably grasp at an introductory level to Elder Scrolls lore is that there was a dragon break. You know, if you go back to the Elder Scrolls Arena and the Elder Scrolls Daggerfall, there specifically was 8 divines. There was no Talos. Talos did not exist in any shape or form. But at the end of the Elder Scrolls Daggerfall, a break in time happens. The warp in the west, as they say. Where all 3 primary endings happened. 3? I think it was 3. Where the entire Iliac Bay became peaceful, while at the same time uplifting this being called the Underking, and effectively made him part of a triune of gods, which is known collectively as Talos. And that whole thing caused for a massive change. You know, people. It's very hard to describe. It's like at the same time, it would kind of, I guess, be like, you know, going to sleep one day with no knowledge of something, and then waking up and having knowledge of something, and realizing that that had always been true. Yet you remember a time where it was not. It's a complete break in linear time. And it very much makes no sense. So if you, and that is obviously also covered in Daggerfall. In Daggerfall, or not Daggerfall, that's what I mentioned. In Morrowind, which is what I was going to say, if you read the 36 lessons of Vec, you will find that this is also referenced a lot with the Kalpa. And, you know, this belief in Chim, where you ascend to godhood because your mind is strong. What the hell? But this is all very, very confusing. You know, if anybody wants to chime in the comments, I really appreciate them. You know, if you're like, Jonathan, you're a fucking retard, I'd actually like to know if I was a fucking retard. I don't take offense to it. I appreciate it.
What is your problem with rabbits?
Anyone who really gets criticized over what they know and what they don't know, I feel like, you know, there is clearly at times where you know you're right, and other times you're not. But, you know, if you say something and ultimately it's an untrue statement, you know, I'd like to know. You know? But, you know, obviously you're going to be offended if somebody says, you know, your belief is wrong, I guess. You know. But, I don't know. Just being offended because you're told that you were wrong because you thought something, but it turns out it's incorrect, and, you know, saying XYZ, I don't know. Also, this is very intense. This is how I cook my food. That's what happens. I stick the piggy and I fucking burn it with a fucking blowtorch. It's like creme brulee, but actually better. Oh, I remember this dungeon now. That's a good one. What was that sound? Hey, I'll be taking that. Hey, Aetherium Wars, Part 12, Electric Boogaloid.
I do not fear you.
Oh, not this thing, yeah. It's like Skyrim has like a hard time loading the inventory for some reason. It's like, oh yeah, well, you know, this isn't an actual inventory. Oh, really? Thanks. Thanks for the deep observation, Skyrim. But yeah, back to that. This also goes back to the idea in the Elder Scrolls lore that this has always been happening. That the divines from this is what Xeris Hakbaron said, who's he's very deep into the Elder Scrolls lore. So according to him, the Redguard pantheon is from another cycle, another Kalpa. And when the Redguards came here, they brought their gods with them. So their gods are equally as valid as the 9 divines. It is very fucking confusing. To the average person, you're just like, what in the name of God are you talking about? And it's ultimately something that, I don't know, there's certain things in life where it's very hard to pick up on your own. Right? Like, you'll try, but it'll be ridiculously hard. But in some ways you need guidance. You need a place to start. You need a, you know... That's why it's kind of, you know, in some sense very hard to learn engineering if you do not go to university. It's possible, don't get me wrong. I've met people who are engineers who have no formal education, but you know, ultimately they taught themselves everything. It is possible, but it is extraordinarily hard. Because in some sense, you need to find out, you know, you need someone to guide you in some sense to be like, well, where do I start? Also, this is for the Dark Brotherhood. I didn't know you still linearly exist.
I don't know how you made it this far, but you'll go no farther.
Huh. Aegis Bane. That's kind of interesting. I didn't know that they he spawned prior. I'm pretty sure he's from the Dark Brotherhood quest line. That they have you kill him. I think he might be from like the first set of contracts you get. Anywho, could just check. I have like a perk and I don't know what to use it on. Actually, let me save it up because I think off screen I'll go and level this up so I can go get this thing. Yeah, I think I got Dragon Bone, so I'll get
The
Daedric.
unfathomable voyage was backed by the Sinnoh.
Anyway, though, I didn't know they spawned him. I'm pretty sure he's from that mod. Or not the mod. Yeah. This is why primary breeding function should cease. Imagine walking around in like very formal attire, just carrying a massive hammer with you, and there's this crunching your skull. Oh, you could have come through this way. See? That's one thing Skyrim did right, is that there's a lot of approaches to dungeons. Not as many as I would like. In Beyond Reach, there's really a lot of approaches to okay. That was enough of that.
Yes.
Oh, he had an apple pie. Thanks, dude.
Time.
So very interesting, though. But it is hard, definitely, to do some things without some guidance. I think most people would agree with that. You need a direction to start, a place to go. I don't know. You might disagree. I don't know. I think it'd be extraordinarily hard to do engineering, and without the guidance of a curriculum, which you do have some control over, but you need a place to start. I feel like, because it can be very daunting. You don't know where you to start. The average person could be like, well, I could start a circuit analysis, but in some sense, if you need circuit analysis, you also need calculus, and if you have calculus, you need algebra and trigonometry. If I want to do feedback control systems, well, if you need feedback control systems, you need to know differential equations, and to know differential equations, you need to know calculus. It's a very long chain of things that you need to know. Although in programming, I feel like it's definitely not the case. I think programming is probably one of the, of the sciences, I think it's probably, were I to take my stab at it, it's probably the easiest to teach yourself. Because, you do need some calculus, I guess. Probably just, summations and rates of change are probably useful to know, and probably to know how to set up equations, because a lot of programming is equations. But ultimately, I think it's fairly easy to teach yourself. Just because there's a lot of resources, and it's one of those things that you learn by doing. You can't just understand it and then try to apply it. What in the... Oh, fuck. It's one of those dudes. Oh, that's gonna be a move for me, dog. Okay. This is doable. Okay. I don't wanna... Oh.
And swift is the
Wait, what? Is he dead? I thought he was really hard to kill. Oh, wait, no, that wasn't the Sark. It was Sark. Whatever that damn bastard's name was. Ah, it gave me a nice little spook. I can use Whirlwind Sprint, can't I? Actually, that'd be kind of a little bit hard. Oh no, it's gonna fucking keep doing it, huh? Is there an easy way to turn it off? I don't know an easy way to do this. Yeah, I'm very started. I got through. Well, you guys are gonna have a hard time. Why are you hard? Okay, hold on. Okay, I thought the episode was over, but apparently not. Is this my big titty goth GF? Because that's what it looks like. Okay. You have a... Alright. Is this doing any damage? Nice booty. Dwarven Keeper Centurion. I think it was creature or immersive creatures or something that adds those. Let me actually check, so it'll probably show up, right? Nope. It doesn't. I thought it was. I think it's immersive creature that adds those. I definitely am surprised by immersive creatures. I thought there were going to be a lot of stupid things added, but it's actually pretty lore friendly and stuff. It's cool. The Dramen are probably a little bit on the unreasonable side. Well, I don't know. I mean, dragons kind of are immortal, so they kind of do whatever the fuck they want, given enough time. Down, down, and am I gonna fuck myself? Okay. Oh, I also wanted to state something. So, likely, and this is kind of interesting. When I, generally speaking, play Skyrim, I will level up Alteration, Restoration, Destruction, Conjuration, Illusions, unlikely. Alchemy, kinda. Speech will, Pickpocket won't. Lockpicking will. But the reason why I'm saying this is that I'm going to try to actually get to level 81. So I'll probably have to do Legendary for some skills. I'm not doing it for smithing, but I'll probably do it for everything else. One-handed is definite, because one-handed ultimately only needs one-handed mastery. Disciplined fighter is useful. Power attack damage is useful, but ultimately you only level it up twice. So, anyway, mark it. Because I actually want to fight the Ebony Warrior for once, because I've never actually done it. It's amazing, you know, I have a ridiculous amount of hours in this game, and I've still not done things. Okay, can you please not? Like, really? Hello, Schmeagle. No, dude, there's this thing called a gate. Open it, kill. Oh, leather. I actually need... Get the fuck out of my way. Leather. I need that. Is there another one? Oh, is he broken? I think there's a broken NPC here. Which will force them to be in combat. Or he might be a level above. Next time, things. Thank you all for watching.